welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Vanessa. This is Nessa CX Beauty, and today we are going to be swatching and using the brand new ABH Norvina Collection Volume 4 eyeshadow palette. This is her. This is the component. It's a pale pink plastic component that gives me Ariana Grande Thank You Next vibes, because this is the shade of pink she uses in her album cover. But when you open her up, you see the shades. It has 25 shades and retails for $60. But be mindful that these two shades up here, or you know, the bottom row, are pressed glitters. So if you are not a fan of pressed glitters, just be mindful that this does contain two. But if you're interested in seeing how these perform, just continue watching. We're gonna start off with the swatches. I'm gonna swatch the whole A row, A1 through 5. And this is the whole first row swatched, the A's 1 through 5. Next up, I'm gonna go into B1 through 5. So these are B1 through 5 swatched. Next up, we're gonna swatch C1 through 5. And these are C1 through 5 swatched. Next up, we're going to swatch D1 through D5. That was not a good swatch. And those are shades D1 through 5 swatched out. And last but not least, we're going to swatch E1 through E5. And this is actually the glitter that I have on my eyes today. I did use this palette. And this is row E swatched out. Again, this glitter is all over my lid, so you guys can see it right there. But now we're just gonna get into the eye look, and it's gonna be completely different from this eye look because I didn't film this one for some reason. So we're gonna get into that. So to start off the look, I'm going to go into B2 with my e.l.f. small smudge brush. And I'm gonna outline the full crease that I want. And can I add, B2 looks like the perfect lip shade, and I'm obsessed with it. And it's literally every pink mauve tone that I want in my life. You know, the nudes that we just can't stop buying? That's what B2 is. But I'm just gonna head into B2 again with a different brush with my E36. And kind of just go over the line I just drew with a more floofy brush. Next up, I'm going to go into C4 with my Morphe M506, and I'm going to blend upwards with this shade, and this shade is the shade I looked forward to the most because it's like a little dark pastel-y purple moment, and I'm pretty much obsessed with it. Everybody who's gotten it in PR has used this shade in a look, and for good reason, because it's friggin' stunning. Alright, then using my E36 again and going back into B2, I'm redefining that shade. So now I'm just gonna cut my full crease with my Olimar packing brush and my P. Louise eye base. And I'm gonna do this cut crease off of camera because y'all have seen me do it over 100 times by now. Alright, so we are back with the crease cut. I think I'm gonna go into A2 and B3 for my shimmers. So this is A2 and this is B3. First off, I'm heading into A2 with my Anastasia packing brush that comes with their 16 pan eyeshadow palettes. And I'm filling in the first half with this shade. It seems like a very cute pinky purple duochrome shade. Like the other ABH Norvina collection palettes, you do have to build these shimmers up, and that's something that I personally don't like about these palettes in terms of shimmers. Like, I understand buildable mattes, but what I don't understand are buildable shimmers. And I know some people like the non-intense look, but I feel like they should add intense shimmers along with non-intense shimmers in most palettes, so they have a variety of options. Because like this, it builds up and it looks good when it's built up. It looks good swatched, but it's missing that bang factor that I think is present in their 16 pan eyeshadows that are released under the Anastasia Beverly Hills brand. And that's just my personal opinion. I feel like those shimmers are always better quality when they do release them. And I feel like they should incorporate that formula into these palettes. Next up, we're heading into C3. And we're going to place this on the rest just to see how that looks and how the transition takes place, because it looks like it would transition fine from the swatches. But again, I would say that this like shimmer isn't like the most intense. Maybe some people like it, but my preference is different. To add in a little extra pizzazz to this side of my eye, I'm gonna go in with the Electric Cake liner in the shade Electric Purple, because I feel like it complements this look very well. Alright, and this is what we have for the right eye. A little purple moment. And now I'm going to try to do a very wearable, soft glam look on my left side to show a little bit of the palette's versatility. Okay, so we are back for the left eye. And for this eye, I definitely did want to showcase more of the neutral toned browns and more of the soft glam vibes that this palette gives off. So the first shade I'm going to go into is B3 with my Morphe M513. And we're going to put this all over the crease. I love this like chestnutty, orangey vibe that this shade has going on. I like it a lot. Next up, we're going to go into B5 with my Morphe M321 brush. And we're about to add some depth to this look because this is a very cool toned, pretty chocolate brown. It definitely has fallout, but I don't really mind it because I do my eyes first and then my face. And then we're going to go back into B3 with my Morphe M513 and just blend that in so we don't have that crazy situation going on. And that basically blended itself out. I am really digging the mattes in this palette thus far. So right now we're going to cut our crease. I think I'm going to just do it on camera because I'm already almost done with cutting my crease. But yeah. I think I'm just like trying to gather my thoughts on this palette. Like, mattes are a definite win. The glitters are a win. The shimmers need some help but can be built up. Terrible product? No. Worth $60? No clue. That's how I'm feeling right now. First off, we're heading into B4. and placing that on the outer half of my lid. Oh, it's not terrible upon first application. That's not a bad shimmer. Huh. Alright, and then on the inner half, we're gonna go into B1. And hopefully B1 is as good as B4. Not terrible either. And then I think this side needs a black liner moment. Bang. Alright, so these are the two eye looks, kind of trying to demonstrate the versatility of this palette. I'm just gonna finish up my face and then we can do the lower lash line together. Okay, so we are back for the lower lash line. The first shade I want to dig into is E5 with this tilted slim eyeshadow brush. And I'm gonna try to get this as close to the lower lash line as I possibly can. And then I'm gonna go back into C4 with my Morphe M506 and just try to blow this out and blend it in with that pink. And I just went into my inner corners with Champagne Pop, which is the highlighter that I used today. And for this eye, I'm just gonna go into A4, swipe this light brown all over my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna head into B5 and just put that on the outer portion of my lower lash line. And then I'm just gonna clean that out with a clean brush with no extra product. My JS6 from Morphe. And there is fallout down there, so I'm gonna try to swoop that off. I don't know if you guys can see, but I cannot swipe off that fallout, which is annoying because I usually can. And now I'm just sad because I have a brown streak on my cheek. So this is the two completed looks that I created with this palette. One of them being more poppy, more fun, and then the other one definitely being more of a soft glam date night kind of look. And I really did want to show the versatility because I did see a lot of potential in the color story of this palette. But let's talk formula. I didn't put on the glitter during my tutorial today, but I did have this glitter on while I was swatching the palette and it wasn't bad. I had no issues with it. And there's only 2 glitters in this palette, so I don't think it's like too much of a big deal. The mattes are awesome. They were pigmented, they blended in nicely, and I have no complaints about them. The shimmers, some of them are hits and some of them are misses and need a lot of finagling, but nonetheless, they do build up the ones that do need finagling, as shown on this eye. But some of them really did hit the nail on the head with the shimmers, because I do love this eye and these shimmers because I didn't really need to do anything to them or pack them on. So at the end of the day, is this the best palette? No. Is this the worst palette? No. Do I regret buying it? I don't know how to answer that question just because I have all 4 of them and I'm kind of like a completionist. But if I were not a completionist type of personality, I don't think I would purchase this palette. But I have no hard feelings against it because it did create stunning looks. I just don't think it would be my cup of tea if I didn't collect makeup kind of thing. So it's beautiful. Everything's beautiful about it. Presentation is beautiful about it. But something about some of the shimmers just rubs me the wrong way. Just like in any of the other volumes of the palettes, I do have them all. And, you know, they're not my favorite palettes. And for 60 bucks, I think they should be better. And I do prefer the Anastasia Beverly Hills shimmers over these shimmers. So that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. I hope to see you soon.